What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm finally back. As you guys can see from my background, I got the Blue Yeti over here. I'm back in California. I was gone for about 5 to 6 weeks. I think it was like my first thing to 6 week. When I came back, I was out in Italy, traveled a little bit over Europe, and you guys might know I'm Italian, but I do live in the US, so I'm trying to go back home as much as possible. And I'll be honest with you guys, I miss it already. You know, there's such a thing called as post travel depression, and that's how I'm feeling a little bit. You know, I'm feeling like I really want to travel again. I know that I don't like California and all that. I like California, it's nice, but you know, traveling is just so much fun. So I'm already looking at the next trip. One of the top places I'm looking at might be Vancouver, Canada, and I know we have a lot of Canadians in the team. So hey, if you're from Vancouver, Canada, let me know what some things to do that I can do over there. Also, I'm looking at French Polynesia, but I haven't decided yet. So that's definitely, I'm taking a trip very, very soon, probably next month for sure. I just haven't decided where, but those are some of my top places. From, you know, I don't want to go too far from California because the flights, you know, I don't like flying too far anyway. But yeah, let's get into the weekly watch list. Team's been killing it last week, the week before, completely killing the market. I think we're gonna have another great week ahead of us. I got some great stocks that I'm looking at that I want to share with you guys. As always, if you like this video, subscribe below, leave a comment, leave a like. If you're enjoying the team and trade with me live every single day, hit the links down below, our Discord community, or if you want to learn more about stock market, there's also our full beginner course that comes with 6 months of chat. So take advantage of that while that's still around. But let's get back into some charts now. To the trading view, let's start the market. I'm gonna start off with a banger. One of the first stickers that I'm looking at for next week is ticker symbol HUD. They're like, well, Antonio, HUD? What are you gonna be, you know, what are you trying to trade HUD for? That's a meme stock, you know, it's Robinhood. You gotta hit Robinhood. Hey, but you know, when opportunity rises, you know, guys, we gotta take advantage of it. So HUD, what do I say in HUD? First of all, as you guys can see, what do you guys see here? I already have it drawn out, but I do see an inverse head and shoulder pattern. And I do already have it drawn out. I would like to add another indicator. I would like to add volume indicator as well, because people always love to see the volume. The lovely volume indicator. I did it twice, but we definitely see an inverse head and shoulder pattern. We do see lower volume, but on Friday, this past Friday, there was lower volume just in general. And as you guys can see, as it happened before, sometimes you get this lower volume because it's going to lead up to a spike of volume. So that happens quite often. But okay, we're sitting under the 50 EMA, but we've created this inverse head and shoulder pattern with the bottom of this box that I've drawn out being pretty much the zone that it's been trading in for quite some time. You know, looking for a break above or below. We see that it's been holding support at 46 for quite some time. Also, we want to also let's look at the EMA 200. Oh, there is no EMA 200. You're right. It's a brand new IPO, Antonio. What are you doing? Let's go back to the 50. You're right. I've completely forgot. Robin was just IPO in, what was it? Mid of August? No, late July. Late July. So yeah, I'm looking for the inverse head and shoulder pattern. Also, I would like to point out that I like to get on supports. If you do want to wait, you can always wait for the breakout. You know, if you know for this pattern, you can wait for a breakout. If you're a little bit more risky, have higher risk to reward potentially, but also, you know, more likely to failure, you can join on the support, kind of like I did. I took a swing position on Friday on this candle right here on ticker symbol HUD. Took a swing position on it, so that you guys are aware of it. But I think the risk of the reward just makes sense. We got this inverse head and shoulder pattern. There's a lot of squeeze potential with HUD, and look, I can set my stop loss under 45.85 or so, and around the 46 with massive potential gain. Even if we just get a nice bounce just back up to resistance at 50, hey, you know, that's a solid almost you know, potentially almost $5, risking less than $1. So I think this trade is great. High risk to reward. You got the setup, you got the consolidation period, we got a clear stop, a clear level of resistance that we're looking for a breakout above 50.5. And yes, this will be high on my watch list to see the price action for next week. Of course, you can always wait for the confirmation before you enter a trade if you want to be safer with your trades. And a lot of beginner traders, you should be safer with your trades, so you're less emotional and you're less likely to make mistakes. Next up, let's talk about ticker symbol XLU. So XLU, if you're not familiar with that, it's actually one of the SPDR Select Sector Fund, aka the ETFs, and this is a utilities ETF. Oh my god, I'm telling you, why are we trading utilities ETF? You know, it's for boomers. It's not, guys. We gotta understand that the market is composed of a lot of different components, and we gotta take advantage of them as many as possible. If for Discord chat room, you guys remember that in between July, you know, end of July, I was talking about XLU coming up to a potential strong rally, and you know, we saw this breakout here above this old area of resistance. We guys saw this breakout, retested it here, and it's gonna be running up ever since. It tested its all-time high levels at $70. I believe the all-time high level was up here, 71.08, 71.10 pretty much, and I think this was before the pandemic, and I think that we can see that coming in these next coming up weeks. So right now we're getting a tight consolidation. You can see this clearly on the tighter time frames, the 2 hours, the 1 hour. You guys can see they're getting this consolidation, and I think a breakout above this triangle will lead us to a strong breakout to break first level resistance will be 69.30, then to test the all-time highs level. You guys can see a lot of these stocks, just like NE, have been doing really well in this sector. The whole utility sector's NE is a stock that was also featured a couple weeks ago, or maybe even a couple months ago. I forgot when their earnings report was. They've been just strong. And I think XLU, if we get this breakout, it's gonna have another strong run, as the utility sector does not look like it tends to. It's going to cool off. Sector has been doing well, and it's pretty much almost going to recover. Unlike tech, that's recovered from this initial dip, and pretty much breaking all-time highs after day. This is a sector that's still looking to make that full recovery, which should be coming up very soon, and I think it will. I think investors are not scared of consumer spending anymore, and the whole utility sectors, being back to what it was. Also, I want you guys to understand that when you get in on dips for your longer term swings, just like we did with when we got in below 65 with XLU. If you're in a Discord room, you understand when the opportunities come. When the sectors or certain stock has dipped, those are the times that you want to buy. You enter these trades up here. Now that we're looking for a breakout above all-time highs, you enter those as just a trade. You don't enter those as a long-term investment, unless you're trying to dollar cost average into position. But XLU stock that I'm very excited for going into next week and pretty much the whole next coming months. September is usually a month that the stock market doesn't perform extremely well, so I'll be warning you guys that beforehand. September is historically one of the worst months the stock market performs, so let's just be aware of that going into the next month. But even on a daily time frame, you can see this tight consolidation, and the tighter this gets, the more explosive the breakout will be. So it could go up or down. So we're going to be waiting for the breakout, and you can always enter either on the breakout or on the retest of the breakout. Just like when we talked about back in the day with AMC a few weeks back, that exactly happened what we talked about. We waited for the breakout, retested the breakout area, and then we got in, and boom, hit our profit targets. Now let's talk about ticker symbol CVNA. Carvana is an online car sales platform that buys, sells, and trades car. One of those that you can order online, and you can have it picked up or delivered depending on if you're buying or selling a car. And you guys may know that the recent inflated used car prices due to chip shortages have requested high demand for these vehicles. So the stock that's been doing well, they had the ERs in early August, and it caused a pretty positive reaction. It caused a strong jump, and then it canceled off. Remember that every reaction is another reaction in stock market, which pretty much means that investors were very excited. They put a bunch of money in it, and they're like, wait, actually we're too excited and we should, so it canceled off a bit. But now we're looking at this area here where it bounced. So you guys can see this previous consolidation zone, which breakout due to the earnings has bounced on it. And we can even use our rectangle tool here, and I really like using the rectangle tool a lot more, because the support is always going to be pretty much like a zone. Support is never going to be just an exact dollar amount. It can be an exact dollar amount, but more than likely it's going to be a zone, and it's not going to be an exact science. It's it's more of an art than a science. But what I'm looking at here, I'm looking for actually to catch this dip here. You can wait for signs of intraday, for signs of a bounce, and look for a move up. I think this is a high likelihood that we're gonna get a strong bounce on this stock. And I also noticed that when I was looking at the flow algo on it, unusual options activities have been detected. They were sold to open in the money puts, and in the money puts usually means it's a bullish sign. So I'll be looking at calls for end of September going into October. So this is a bounce play that can recover and go back up to its all-time highs of 376, 380. So that's the first profit targets I will be looking at. So I'll be looking to buy in this dip on on Carvana, and the first profit target will be at the top of this consolidation here, which will be 357.22, the horizontal line. And then next, of course, the all-time high level, and above that 380 will be the last level that I'll be looking at. So the I was looking at the unusual flow options, and then we saw a lot of in the money sold puts for September 17 and 24th to a strike price of 360 and 375, showing a bullish sentiment on the stock. So I think this will be good buy the dip opportunity. So it's something in stock that I'll be looking at. Of course, if they had earnings that we talked about, and the surprise earning by 166%. So if something beats earnings by that much, completely killed it, we're gonna be looking at to potentially get a dip buy on this unusual sell-off to try to catch the move back up. Earnings also sometimes they cause a reaction that shows up later. They cause this initial reaction, it causes a jump, then sold off a bit, but investors are gonna be like, hey, stock's a discount, time to pick it up. They killed earnings, fundamentals are great. The chip shortage doesn't seem to be cooling off at all. So I think it's a stock that definitely buying a dip on the stock will be very interesting. And I think it will provide a great opportunity. Bounce right on the support level, both on the green and the blue area line that we drew. And I think the first profit levels will be these two next green lines, and after that 380, 390 will be the next support level or resistance level. So that is all for me for this week, guys. I'm glad to be back in California, bringing you guys more videos I wasn't able to record as much when I was in Italy. But now that I'm back, I plan to make some more educational videos and not just the weekly watch lists. And if you guys, of course, don't follow us, make sure you follow the Big Gains Club Instagram as well to get daily updates with what we're trading. And if you want to join the team, make sure you hit the Discord link down below. Also, let me know what you're watching for next week. I'll see you guys in the next video.